What's up, guys? Welcome to class on today. Last week, we pretty much covered our Adam drawing. We did part 1 and part 2. This week, we're going to be doing Noah. Now, this is coming from Genesis chapter 5. When I was trying to figure out how to interpret our best interpretation of Noah, I went with Noah's Ark. So we're going to be drawing Noah's Ark. This week, we're going to do part 1, and we'll, go into more detail as the weeks go on. Let's get started, guys. I'm so excited. I hope you are too, so let's get at it. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is we're about to start drawing Noah's Ark, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you the reference drawing on the screen. If you look at the reference drawing, I'm going to start from the bottom, make my way to the top. It's up to you if you want to start from top to bottom, but I'm going to start bottom to top. It's just a little easier, okay? So I'm going to come here at the bottom. We're primarily focusing on shapes, okay? So let's get all of the shapes that we need. So we're going to do the bottom of the ark. Like this. We got to do it going out, okay? So I'm going to erase that part there. We got to do it going at an angle so that you can see it, from different proportions as well, okay? All right, just kind of erasing that line there. And I'm going to make it go straight out. Then we're going to curve like this and connect, okay? And this is just kind of like the front of the boat, okay? Of the ark. I'm trying to make sure I don't press down too hard so I can easily erase it without it being like the previous lines in the drawing. So I'm going to make this a little wider. Okay. So I'm going to go out like this. Okay. And we're just getting our rough kind of sketch for the bottom, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to get the bottom of the ark, and we're going to come up, okay? And I'm going to kind of draw over this circle just until I get all the proportions and things like that, okay? So we're doing a kind of scoop outline here. Go to the bottom. And go straight across. We're going to come up. Okay, now we come up right here. We're going to go with the hoop like that, okay? So let's come here. And do a hoop. Like that, okay? Now, as I'm going, I'm seeing that this line needs to come up just a little bit, this hoop right here. So I'm going to just kind of go over it. And then I'll erase that previous line that I did. Go straight across. This is going to connect to the corner of our hoop like that, okay? And we're just trying to get the bottom of the ark, okay? Now I'm going to erase this right here. Just our previous line that we did. Since I created a new one, I'm going to go ahead and erase it. All right, now we have kind of our rough sketch outline of the bottom of the ark. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually start doing the outer part. So the house out here, that's what I'm going to start doing, okay? This design kind of just looks like a house right here, so that's what I'm going to do. Going straight up, doing our first line. right, guys, so it's looking pretty good so far. So we're going to pick up where we left off right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Keep your sketch pad, pencils, all of that nearby because we're going to pick up right after this break.
Tired of your bland wardrobe? Well, spice things up with the Wood Prosper's customizable t-shirts in 3 easy steps. First, go to smicapp.com and click the Wood Prosper logo. Then select Create Your Own, and lastly, import your own design or use the ones we pre-made for you. You can even customize mugs, hats, jackets, and so much more. So head on over to smicapp.com.
Different angles that you do, like if you were to start this part of it in the middle, it wouldn't make it look so far back. So we need it far back, so we're going to connect it to the line back here. Okay, gotta come up a little higher, about there. You're gonna come down. Okay, you're gonna come down here. And we're gonna connect this line right here. So as we're going, we can kind of see the shapes that we need to correct. So I'm actually going to correct those as I go, just so we won't get confused with a lot of lines going on, okay? So my line that I had right here, I'm going to just bring it across a little more. I'm going to connect it to the bottom of the part that looks like a house. Like that, okay? Now what we're going to do, since we have our outline here, is we're actually going to get our square going across for the back. So we're going to come here to the point. And we're going to go straight across. Okay. And right here where we had this, we're going to bring our line back just a little, because we're about to connect that to the bottom. All right, now you're gonna come down so that it connects right in here. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna come up. Okay. All right, now that outline there is done. Now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do the back point, which is kind of like a half point because you can't see the whole front like this. So we're going to go up. Just about right there because we have to do the roof and all of that too. Now what we're going to do is you can see there's a line going around the house, around the edges right there. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to do us a line here. Going down. Then we're going to curve it. And if you see it, this line right here doesn't connect. So erase that there. And we're going to curve it in. We're going to put us a little curve here on the end. And come up. You're basically like drawing another one of these lines right beside it, just as an outline. Just get you a rough sketch there. Okay, so you got yourself kind of a outline there as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the door, and then we're going to work on the roof as well, okay? So we got the door here, which is a basic rectangle shape. You're going to come down. Just to get your frame, and then you're going to outline it how we did the roof. This is primarily for the door frame. Okay, we can always go back in and erase any rough lines as well too. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on this corner right here, which is the part of the roof, but we're gonna do this corner right here first. So we're gonna come down here and bring it around for the roof. Okay, now I'm gonna go straight across for my other part of the roof. And we're gonna come out. Okay. And I'm gonna bring this point up a little higher just as we're drawing. And I'm gonna bring this down just a little lower. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna come up with my roof, make it higher, and then go across. Do the same thing here, come up higher, about here, and bring it down. Okay. Just erasing all those rough lines so they don't get in the way. Okay. Gonna do our line in the front. Okay, just make sure we get all of our lines together. Okay, just trying to get us some rough lines going on, just give us something to work with there. All right, guys, so that's pretty much what we have for this week. Next week, we'll be picking up on our drawing with Noah. We'll be doing part 2 on next week. As promised, each week I try and give you something free for attending, give you an offer and a gift. Your offer is your very own free ebook download of how to get answers every time you pray for visual artists. For those of you who are on YouTube, that link is there in the description. For those of you on any other platform, simply go to www.abamcenter.com, sign up, get your free download right then and there. Again, our second free gift to you is you actually get the notes from class on today, as well as a few pencil drawing tips, things to make your pencil drawing more successful as well. Again, for those of you on YouTube, that link is actually in the description as well. For those of you on any other platform, go to www.prosper.com. Click on Heart4art live class notes. You can actually get the free download there as well. Again, thank you all so much for attending this class on today. We're going to be doing new classes every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'll see you guys again on next week. Remember, don't give up on God's calling for your life. Stay encouraged and keep at it, guys. God bless. See y'all next time. you want to understand God's calling for your life as a visual artist? Well, now you can. Zoe Hoffman's book entitled How to Get Answers Every Time You Pray for Visual Artists, which is inspired by Apostle Dr. Ludi L. Hoffman's book, How to Get Answers Every Time You Pray, The Power of Partnership, you will be guided through what needs to be done in order to properly stay in God's will for your life as an artist. Go online to www.abamcenter.com and order your copy today.